Hello there guys, Feng here, and welcome to Farm for Your Life. Okie dokie then, so Farm for Your Life is a bit of a weird mix between farming simulator, restaurant simulator and management, and also tower defense. Weird mix, it kind of works fairly well, but it's weird, very weird indeed. Okay, so the first one I'm actually just going to go through is just going to check the options. Obviously, there's not really much of an options menu, but you can enable tutorial for story mode, peaceful mode, which makes the game dull. I'm just going to say it bluntly, it does make the game dull. Enable shadows, and of course you've got your various volume sliders. Of course, music we turn right down because YouTube. Okay, so yeah, and you've got your resolution and languages and stuff. Okay, so there's two modes to the game. Story mode, which obviously has the tutorial if you decide to take it. Basically, you just follow the story. Simple as that. Or there's endless mode, which is kind of like sandbox mode, but you still basically do the same kind of thing, although endless just carries on and carries on. So, I'm actually going to do an endless game, which would be better. Yes, I recommend you play for the story mode first. I already have. So, go away. Just let go, let's go. Okay, so here's where you can customize your character. Now, there's actually quite a few options, different options, but there's not much to choose from in those options, unfortunately. So as you can see, there's about 5 hairstyles. Technically, one isn't an hairstyle, it's just bald. But yeah, whatever. So we'll go with that. We'll colour it brown. There's no Pringles moustache, which I'm really disappointed about. But oh well, we'll go with that. Eyebrows, eyes, yeah, everything else looks fine. Not really bothered about that. So let's change the name to Fengferth. There we go. And we'll start the game. Do you want to be attacked during the night? Now, if you turn this off, it's going to be a bit boring. It's then just going to be basically a farming and restaurant management game, which it's okay. It's not that bad, but having the attacks at night, the zombie attacks at night, does make the game a little bit more enjoyable for most people. So let's go. Okie dokie then. So, a few things that we will talk about. So, in this game, you farm. Yeah. So, what we need to do first, we need to clear out this area. Now, as you can see, there's a shitload of stuff around here, so it's really weird actually. When I first played this, I wasn't that used to the controls. So what you do is basically you click the obstacles that are in the way, and then your character will attempt to remove them. As you can see, he's using the sickle to slice down the weeds. Now you can actually, if you keep clicking, it will actually build up a queue. And obviously as the queue gets bigger, then there's a lot more to do. Now there is actually a speed up in the game as well, which is really handy. So we're going to do that. It's going to speed up really fast. So basically we're just going to get quite a lot of this. Now some resources that you actually get rid of are useful. Stone's useful, as well as wood. Wood is probably the most useful of the lot. Wood is needed for certain improvements in this particular area, which we'll go through in a bit. But for now, we're just going to focus on the farming. So let me just actually pause it 2 seconds. Great thing about the game is that you can actually pause it and still do actions. You can still give actions, which is actually a very nice feature, especially for people who aren't very good at these kind of games. So yeah, that's fairly good. I actually just want to cancel these, and it won't let me cancel that fucking last one for some reason. Just go and do it. Just go and do it. So at the bottom here, you've actually got your tools. Now obviously you won't have access to all these tools to start off with on the story mode, but obviously on the endless mode you will. There are other tools that you can get as you go through the game. There is a golden axe here, which allows you to do these ones, you know, get rid of these bigger tree trunks and whatnot. And there's also a cave area, which we'll discuss a bit later. But for now, we're going to go through some of the farming things. So, farming is actually fairly simple. You get your spade out, you double click a square, and then the character will start digging up and basically tilling the soil. So we're going to do that. So I'm actually going to build it like this. And there's a reason why I'm going to build it like this. That's because you can gain sprinklers. which we can't really do just yet, but I'll show you that maybe a bit later. Okay, so now he's going to go and till the land. There we go. And now that's tilled. Okie dokie. So now we need to grab the seeds and then actually sow them. So I think we start off with 4 corn seeds. Yes, we do. We can tell because it'll plant 4 and then it'll just walk. So let's do that. I wish space would bloody make it pause and bloody thingy, but it don't. And as you can see, there is actually a day and night cycle. So obviously that's obviously kind of the point of the game. You'll be attacked at night, so bear that in mind. And as you can see, we've now got crops. That's great. Now, there's actually a good thing you can do really early on in the game, and that's actually talking to your crops. If you talk to, yes, it sounds saft, but if you talk to your crops, it will actually increase the speed at which they will actually produce. As you can see, they made the leaves a lot bigger. Now, there's 2 things you need to worry about: crops' health and water. Now, normally when you plant crops straight away, you won't need to water them. However, as time goes on, you will need to tend to them. So, what we need to do first is we need to get our watering can, which is a really shit watering can. It can only carry 4 units of water. We need to go to the pump. So let's do that. There we go. So that'll go to the pump. There we go. And then what you can do, bloody spacebar doesn't pause it. That's a nice feature. Can we please have the spacebar to pause and start the game? Would be nice, but it's okay. So what you can do then, obviously, you can just water just by clicking, which is fairly simple and straightforward. So I'm just gonna get rid of those. Can't get rid of that one for some reason. Just won't let me. Just refuses to let me. Okay, whatever. Just go and water that one then. Doesn't really matter. Now we need to drop the water can, so we right click, and that will usually drop the said item. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, we've actually got some wood here, and we've got a wheelbarrow, so we can actually carry this around with us. Anywhere we can drop it anywhere. Now you might think, well, why is that useful? Well, wood is pretty useful. Wood is used for quite a lot of things, including to improve your restaurants. You also need wood for a lot of other things, like making pens for animals, etc, etc. You can also build fences out of them. Fences can be really useful with the tower defense side of things. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to carry on and chop these down. Can't really do anything else while we're waiting for the first crops to grow. So there we go, let's just do that. Lots and lots of wood. And we need it. We do need it. As you can see, this one's now nearly bearing corn. So yeah, it's not really realistic in the sense of grow times, but it's casual. It's a fairly casual game, so it's not really got that kind of simulation. Okay, he's done. So I think I'm actually just going to talk to these last ones, and then they might produce corn. That one has. Yay! So corn! Brilliant. So what you need to do now is you need to actually pick it. So you just left click it, and then we take it to the inventory, which is this chest over here. So there you go, you pick it, and then it goes into there. Yay! Now, obviously when your farm gets bigger, that is going to be very tedious doing it one at a time. You can actually buy baskets, which is pretty cool. You can actually get baskets, and that will increase... That'll just increase your effectiveness overall, because you can carry 4 crops at the same time, so you can go pick 4 crops, then go to there and whatnot. Now, a nice interesting thing about the game is that you can actually come across friends. Now, if you've got tents over here, which we'll be able to build sooner or later, people might come and want to settle down. Obviously, if they're going to settle down, then they'll want to help around the farm, either actually farming or helping the restaurant, which is pretty nice. It does help a lot. The only catch is that you have to feed them every morning, and normally it's just something safe like corn or potatoes, and making baked potatoes and whatnot. But I think we'll go through the restaurant side of things now. So we're going to go over here. This dude over here will let us carry on with stuff. And oops, why has that done that? Uh-oh, I've done something with the something. What's going on? I don't know. But we can make a kitchen once we have 1 corn and 1 potato. We don't have any potato seeds yet. So just bear that in mind. So here's the trader. So we're going to go walk to the trader. We're going to go and talk to the trader. At least try and talk to the fucking trader. There we go. Let's talk to the trader. There we go. Okie dokie. So trading is kind of weird in the game. So as you can see, we have corn seeds and potato seeds. Now we do want potato seeds. So we click on one, and you get a nice little scale factor here. So as you can see, I've got no offer at the moment, and obviously she has the potato seed in, which means that she's not really probably going to accept this offer because I'm not offering anything myself. But if I offer one corn, then there's a good chance she won't accept the offer again, because as you can see, one corn is not going to be very equal to a potato seed. But two corn, as you can see, is fairly balanced. So if we make the offer, there's a good chance that she'll go for it. There we go. So now we have potatoes. Potato! So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here and pick the corn, which apparently we can't. That's because we've got the seed in our hand. We're just going to sell the seed then. There we go. We've only got one, but that's fine. So you can actually put these in the queue as well, so that's not that big of a deal. There we go. Here's the watering. Okay, so they might need a bit of water. Let's scoot some water like that. Put it back there and then let go of it. There we go. Oh, hang on. Oh bollocks, we went out of water before that last one. Jesus. There we go. Put that in there. You can actually buy better watering cans as well. They're just not really available to us at the moment because obviously we haven't really got much. Okay, so now it's night time. I don't know if zombies will actually come on the first night, but what will happen is during the night time they will actually come through one of these caves. Now it's a bit weird because you can either plant turrets, which we have none yet. We don't have any access to any turrets just yet because we don't have access to the restaurant. Once you have access to the restaurant, then you can actually go and do turrety things. Or you can tackle them yourself. Now you can't just go straight up to them and try and punch them. It doesn't work like that. As funny as that would be, it just doesn't work like that. So what you have to do is you have to use the food that you harvest to attack them, which is kind of cool. Really is. And depending on the type of crop that you throw at them, depends on how much damage you do. Pretty cool concept. But as you can see, we're not really going anywhere, so I'm just going to speed this up a little bit, and I'm just going to keep getting all these wood, because we are going to need it. It is going to be needed. Now, once we've got all this wood, we are going to have a problem, because once we have run out of the wood, either by getting improvements or building fences, then we're going to run out of wood and stone, which means then we need to go and visit somewhere called the cave. Now, these are the caves. Now, the caves are a bit weird. So once we've got all these, we're actually going to go visit the cave. Oh, actually, we've got stuff to harvest. We've actually got apples to harvest as well. So I'm just going to do that nice and manually. There we go. Very casual kind of, especially when you first start, because there's not really much going on. But once stuff is going on, then there's quite a lot of strategy involved, because you have to basically make sure that people are getting fed in the restaurant. You have to make sure that your crops are growing, and you need to make sure that you're well defended. Otherwise, you know, zombies will overrun you. Okay, brilliant. So I am actually going to show you the caves now. So let's go in the caves. Okay, so it's fairly straightforward. This is the only place where you can then get wood and stone. So if you move your character like so, you'll see that there's a line of sight. So we're going to collect some stone, like so. There we go. So we've got a bit of stone. I'm not going to put it on fast speed here because it's kind of dangerous. Okay, let's grab some more. So here we go, I've got 2 zombies here. Now we need to be careful, because if one of those touch us, then we're going to lose half of our materials that we've currently collected, which is quite big, especially once you have collected a lot of the stuff. But as you can see, there's a lot of wood and a lot of stone here that's really worth collecting. So we're going to get some more of this. I've got to be careful about zombies, of course. This one's actually getting pretty close. Don't click on them, because if you do, then you'll go right up to them and they'll bite your head off, as zombies do. Although they're very friendly zombies. They let you live. They're not dangerous zombies at all, which is Kind of ironic. Okay. So, we've got plenty of wood now, actually. We don't really need that much wood, especially this early in the game. So, I'm just going to farm this last one, and then we're going to go back. Now, once you're actually out of the... Oh, bloody hell. Once you're actually out of the caves, then all the resources you've collected will go into your pile. Like so. It's actually quite nice. It's a bit of a nice mini-game while you're waiting for stuff to grow and whatnot. So, things need watering again. This is probably the more tedious part of the game, to be quite honest, at the beginning. Because you don't have no one to help you, and you've got to do everything pretty much manually. But once you've done that, then the fun really is kind of with the restaurant management, I feel. Although some people might prefer the farming. But that's cool. There we go. I'm just going to drop that. We don't need that no more. Okie dokie. Ooh, apple. Apple. Now, have we got a potato yet? No, we haven't got a potato. We should probably talk to the potato plant to get a potato. Get a potato. Okay, the potato plant likes us. Still likes us. You might have noticed the health is going down pretty dramatically. I don't know if there's a way to actually influence that. But you can buy fertilizer, which will bring it to full. Oh, there we go. And now we've got a potato. Excellent. So I'm just going to stick that in there. And now we're going to talk to him. And we're going to have a restaurant. So we've got a simple kitchen. There we go. And there we have it, a simple kitchen. Looks like this was a worn down church or some sort by the look of it. Your corn tasted absolutely great. I know this recipe for baked corn. Why don't you try it on the stove and then see if we can get some customers? Okie dokie then. So, here we go. So we need to learn this recipe first before we can actually use it. Now, learning is a bit weird. It's you have to kind of slice the stuff while they're in the air like this. So you need to make sure it goes in the pot, and you're going to make sure you don't put the wrong ingredients in. It's pretty cool actually, I like it. And there we go, we've actually got the perfect score already by doing that. It's the easiest one of the lot though, you've only got to look at the corn. But once you get more complicated recipes like corn, tomato, potato and other stuff, then yeah, it can get a lot harder, especially if you fuck up and put the wrong ingredient in the pan. So yeah, I'm not going to cook anything yet though. So what I'm going to concentrate on now is building up the actual restaurant itself. Okay, so there's quite a few things now we can focus on sprinklers. Now you might notice it's got a few materials that we don't actually have access to. Now the only way to get these materials is to actually serve customers. They will do exactly the same as the trader does. They'll offer you a trade in exchange for your goods, and you can haggle, which is really cool. The haggling is probably one of the most fun things actually in the game. Trying to haggle to get stuff that you need, and then yeah. So we can build a crate. Crate would be very ideal. As you can see now, we have a crate, so it's very simple now for us to go and not do anything because the crops haven't grown yet. Let's just talk to them all. Let's get some more crops going. There we go. So it looks like, well, there's one done anyway. Talk to these crops and try and get them to grow. It's really cool, actually. You can do that. It really is. Especially when you're not doing anything and just waiting around. There we go. So let's grab that. Really essential for when you actually get a certain seed that's pretty rare and pretty expensive. Keep talking to it to try and get the actual product that you need. Really cool. These apples will be useful as well a bit later on down the line. Right, let's talk to you. Okie dokie. So we're going to now make some seats. There we go. Now we can start serving customers just by that. And as you can see, we've got some plates. He's our first customer already. Wow, cool. Hello there, matey. Hello. So you need to talk to the customer. And he likes some baked corn, because that's the only thing we can make. Now, as you can see, he's actually going to give us electronic scrap. Now, we could probably get some fingers off it. But as you can see, it's actually weighed down on his side. So this is actually a really good trade for us. And he's already going to accept it, because this is what he's offered. So we're actually just going to accept that. You might have noticed as well that there's cutlery involved. So empty dishes and empty glasses. Now, as you get more customers, you'll notice that your dishes and glasses will start getting really dirty. Now, you can either manually do it yourself by cleaning, picking up the actual dishes and glasses and cleaning them yourself, which takes time. Or you can get someone in to do it for you, which is really cool. Or you can have a lot more glasses and dishes on hand and then do a big massive wash up at the end of the day. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we're going to accept this, and he's going to sit down. Now, from what I can tell, there's no negative thing about making them wait. So that's actually kind of a good thing and bad thing. It's good in a way because you're not always going to have the product that they want. The bad thing about it is that there's actually no deterrent to not making you know, straight away, which is weird. It's really weird. So we need to cut corn. Oh no, we need the corn. So we need to go to our inventory and get the corn out. So yeah, you got to manually do this. There we go. We'll put the corn in, and then we'll make it. Now there's a timer, and we should go back for the timer to go green, and then we can take it out and then serve our customers. There we go. And that's pretty much it. That's it for the restaurant management bit. It's fairly simple, but obviously as you get more complicated recipes and stuff, it will get a lot harder. Okay, so the next thing you'll want to do is build food storage. This is actually really handy because this is actually putting my corn on this particular storage. In fact, the corn appears in both, so you can actually get it out of here still, or you can get it out of here. It's a very handy little magic box. It really is. Okay. So what else can we get? We can buy a tent. That would actually be really handy, except we've got no fucking bits to actually barter with. We can also get an apple juicer, so that people will actually order drinks off us as well, but as you can see, we still don't have no bits for that. We can get more food storage and another table, but I'm not going to bother with that just yet. Okie dokie. So, we haven't come across any zombies yet. I don't think they attack during the first few days, but they will start very soon. So let's wash the plates up, and there we go. Okay, let's focus on the farming. So I'm going to talk to all my crops, try and get them to bear some stuff, which they probably won't. Come on. Hey, we got corn. Yay, get the corn. Super fast speed. There we go. Drop the corn. Oh, more corn. Get that. There we go. There's the watering. They may need some watering in a bit, but that's fine. Need to talk to that potato plant. We need more potatoes. Potato! Get more potatoes. There we go. Okay, now I'm actually going to go and get some more seeds. We've got plenty of corn. So if I get some potato seeds, as you can see, it's actually tomato seeds now. So as the days progress, you will actually be able to get some more seeds. And there's actually fertilizer there. We don't actually need the fertilizer just yet. So two potatoes and 2 tomatoes. We need 14 corn to make that worthwhile. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to put in 10 corn and 2 apples. There we go. Make the offer, and there we go. We've now got more seeds. So let's go plant them. Oh, I can't because I've actually got them out. So if you buy more than one type of seed, it actually goes straight into your inventory. So just bear that in mind. I'm going to grab the tomato and plop that there. Now we've still got 1 seed left, so I'm actually going to dig this up. Yeah, there we go. Now you might be thinking, well, why have you built them like that? Well, as you probably know, earlier on, there was a sprinkler that you can buy, and a sprinkler, if you stick it down, it will cover a 3x3 radius block. So if you stick it there, it'll water all these, and you don't have to worry about watering it ever again, which is really cool. So what we need to do now is water the crops like so. It's a really good job. You can kind of you can queue them as well, which is really useful. Without the queuing option, it would be extremely tedious, I feel. Okay, so let's get chopping these down. I thought I already chopped these down. Oh well. Don't get nothing for them. They don't give you grass or anything. But you can buy grass, which is kind of cool. You need grass for cows, I think. Which will give you milk, which is really cool. Because you can use it in your restaurant. Okay. Let's talk to you and see if we can get anything decent off you now. Nope, because we don't have enough shit to do with. So really now we're waiting for people to come and buy our lovely corn. Now we only have the 1 recipe at the moment. Even though we're making potatoes and stuff, we still only have the 1 recipe. You need to go to the trader to actually buy more recipes. Sometimes the trader doesn't have it. As you can see, we've got mixed vegetables there and a baked potato. So baked potato would be really ideal at this point. So we'll do that. And I suppose I'll get the other apple. There we go. So now I've got the recipe for potato, but I still need to learn it. So there we go. Now as you can see, Why is it still going? Don't pause it 2 seconds. Right. So as you can see, the baked potato, the baked corn has got 3 stars, and that's the maximum amount of stars you can get. So the more stars you have in a particular recipe, the quicker it is to actually make it, which is very useful especially when you got a larger restaurant. So we're gonna learn it by slicing all the potatoes. Let's see how good I am at this. Wah! Bollocks. There we go. As you can see, I'm not exactly brilliant in it. There we go. My action times suck. There we go. There we go. I'm okay with... No, actually, I want more. Let's try again. There's still a piece of potato there. Try and sneak it in. There we go. Oh, bollocks. Always gets me, that bit does. Get it in. Yes! No, it's not medit. One more time. One more time. If I don't get it, then I don't get it. It's as simple as that. I've got to get every single... Well, I missed the first potato, so that is probably not going to help me much at this point. No! You bastard. No! No! This is even worse. Fuck me. Yeah, let's get back to the kitchen. Screw it. Okay. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Right, let's talk to you. What do you want? I'd like some baked corn. Okay. Or you actually giving me some scrap. That's actually really useful. But I would like a corn seed as well. Can I make that? I might get away with making this offer. I won't give you so much. What about if I took one of those off? See, corn is actually still even though it's the first crop you do make, it still remains useful because you can still use it for your turrets. Some turrets do take. Oh shit! What have I done that for? No! Cancel that. Just do this, right? Get all these. Get all the corn. Plonk it in there, like so. There we go. That's the great thing about this as well. When you actually make the deal with them, you actually get the stuff straight away. You don't have to actually make the food from before you actually get the stuff. So you get it straight away, which is kind of cool. Kind of nice. There we go. I'm actually just going to do this. There we go. Get that ready. Now, I'm surprised someone hasn't come yet for the tent. Oh, hang on, we haven't got a tent, that's why. Oh, bollocks. Still need to do the tent thing. Okay, let's go and grab some more apples, and then stick them in there. And I suppose we'll get serving. Let's get serving then. What did you want again? Baked corn. Oh, someone else is coming. Right, 6 seconds. Okay, let's see what you want then. You want baked corn. Okay. You actually give me electronic scrap for that. That's actually a really nice offer. So I'll take that up on your offer. There we go. And give you your baked corn. There you go. And I'll make another baked corn for the other nice lady. There we go. Who gave us a very nice scrap for just one simple piece of baked corn. There we go. Excellent. So as you can see, we've got 1 plate left. So we need to wait really until they're finished so that we can actually go ahead and wash the plates up. Now hang on, let's get talking some of these crops because we desperately need more stuff. Get talking. I'm going to put a cut in here. I will continue this though for a little bit until we get to some of the better stuff, especially the zombie attacks. We haven't actually come across this in this video yet, which is unfortunate. So I'll see you for the see you next time.